Stop aging faster. 4 common toxins seniors unknowingly encounter and how to avoid them. You know, I was chatting with my neighbor Martha last week. Sweetest lady, just turned 72. And she said something that really stuck with me. She sighed and said, "Some days, I feel like my body's running on empty. Like I'm aging faster than my calendar says I should." And honestly, I hear that so often from folks like us. Maybe you felt it too. That extra stiffness in the morning. That foggy feeling that wasn't there a few years ago. Or just feeling, well, tired when you shouldn't be. It's easy to blame it all on getting older, right? But what if I told you there might be invisible things in your daily life? Little toxins, quietly nudging that aging process along. Things you'd never suspect, hiding in plain sight. And the good news? Once you know about them, they're surprisingly simple to avoid. That's what we're diving into today. 4 common toxins many seniors unknowingly encounter every single day, and exactly how to steer clear of them. I promise, no complicated science jargon, just real talk advice you can start using right away. Now, before we get into the first toxin, let me ask you this. Have you ever grabbed a plastic water bottle on a hot day? Or reheated leftovers in a plastic container? Feels harmless, doesn't it? Well, that brings us to our first hidden culprit. Toxin number 1. BPA and sneaky plastic chemicals. Picture this. It's lunchtime, and you're enjoying last night's soup, warmed up in that trusty plastic tub from the grocery store. Or maybe you sip water from a reusable plastic bottle while gardening. Seems fine, but here's the catch. Many plastics contain chemicals like BPA, bisphenol A, or its cousins, BPS and BPF. These chemicals can leach into your food or drink, especially when plastic gets heated, scratched, or even just sits around a long time. And for us seniors, our bodies process toxins slower than they used to. Over time, these chemicals can mimic hormones in your body, quietly stirring up inflammation or messing with your metabolism. It's like pouring a little bit of rust into a well-oiled machine every single day. Now, I'm not saying panic and throw out every plastic thing in your kitchen. Small changes make a big difference. Start by switching to glass or stainless steel containers for leftovers, especially when microwaving. My friend Bob uses mason jars for everything from soups to salads, and he swears by them. And when you do need plastic, look for labels saying BPA-free. But keep it cool, don't heat it. Simple, right? Just last month, Martha told me her joint stiffness eased up after she made this one change. She said, "I feel like I gave my body a vacation." Toxin number 2. Pesticides on produce. Alright, let's talk about something we all love, fresh fruits and veggies. So good for us. But here's a twist. Conventionally grown produce often carries pesticide residues. Those apples or spinach you bought, they might have traces of chemicals meant to keep bugs away. But they don't do us any favors either. As we age, our liver and kidneys work a bit slower, so these toxins can linger longer, stressing our cells and even affecting our energy levels. It's like trying to enjoy a beautiful garden while breathing in a whiff of smoke. You might not notice it at first, but over time, it wears you down. But don't worry, you don't need to break the bank buying everything organic. Focus on the dirty dozen, that list of fruits and veggies that tend to hold the most pesticides. Things like strawberries, spinach, kale, and apples. Maybe pick 1 or 2 to switch to organic versions. Or try this trick from my gardening club. Give non-organic produce a good soak in water with a splash of vinegar or baking soda for 10 minutes. It helps wash away a lot of those residues. And hey, frozen veggies count too. They're often picked at their peak and can be just as nutritious. My buddy Ed grows his own tomatoes in pots on his balcony. He laughs and says, "Nothing beats a homegrown tomato, and no hidden surprises." You're doing great. These might seem like small steps, but they add up. Think of it as tidying up your inner home, sweeping out the stuff that doesn't belong. Now, we've covered 2 big ones today. Plastic sneaking into your meals and pesticides hitching a ride on your greens. But there are 2 more hidden toxins we need to chat about. Ones that might be affecting the air you breathe and even the water you drink. Trust me, you'll want to hear about those too. So let's keep this conversation going. You know, after we chatted last time about plastics and pesticides, My friend Martha called me. She said, "You got me thinking." I swapped out those old containers, started soaking my greens, and you know what? That morning stiffness in my hands? It's better. Not gone, mind you, but better. Like my body's finally getting a chance to catch its breath. Isn't that wonderful? It just shows how those little changes, the ones we can control, really start to add up. It's like giving your body a bit more breathing room, literally and figuratively, which actually leads us perfectly to our next hidden toxin, one that's often right under our noses. Toxin number 3, indoor air pollutants, VOCs, and mold. Take a deep breath right now. Feels good, doesn't it? But what if the air inside your own home, your sanctuary, isn't as clean as you think? Many of us spend a lot of time indoors, especially as the years go by. And our cozy homes can sometimes harbor invisible guests we didn't invite. Volatile organic compounds, VOCs, and mold spores. VOCs are those chemical vapors you might smell when you open a new bottle of furniture polish. Use a strong cleaner, or even light a scented candle. They come from paints, varnishes, aerosol sprays, air fresheners, even some new carpets or furniture. That new car smell, or fresh paint scent, that's VOCs. For seniors, whose respiratory systems might be a bit more sensitive, these chemicals can be irritating, causing headaches, dizziness, or worsening allergies. Over time, constant low-level exposure can contribute to inflammation and put a subtle strain on your body, making you feel more tired than you should. Then there's mold. It loves damp, dark places. Think under the kitchen sink, that corner of the basement that always feels a bit clammy, or even behind the wallpaper in a bathroom that doesn't ventilate well. Inhaling mold spores can be a real problem, especially if you have any existing breathing issues. It can trigger coughing, wheezing, and that persistent feeling of being under the weather without actually having a cold. It's like having a tiny, unwanted tenant in your lungs, quietly causing trouble. Now, please don't start worrying about every whiff of lemon cleaner. The key is awareness and simple action. Let's freshen things up safely. Ventilate, ventilate, ventilate. Open those windows. Even just cracking a window for 10 to 15 minutes a day, especially when cooking or cleaning, flushes out stale air and pollutants. Think of it as giving your house a good lungful of fresh air. Choose gentler products. Look for cleaning supplies labeled low VOC or fragrance-free. Vinegar and baking soda are still fantastic, inexpensive, and non-toxic cleaners for most jobs. That bottle of white vinegar under your sink, it's a powerhouse. Be mindful of air fresheners. Instead of plug-ins or sprays, try simmering a pot of water with citrus peels and cinnamon sticks. It smells heavenly and is completely natural. Or place a small bowl of baking soda to absorb odors. Check for moisture and mold. Keep an eye on damp areas. Fix leaky faucets promptly. Use exhaust fans in bathrooms and kitchens. If you spot a small patch of mold, clean it with a solution of vinegar and water. Wear a mask. For anything bigger, or if you smell a persistent musty odor, it's worth calling in a professional. Remember Arthur from the gardening club? He found a small leak behind his washing machine he hadn't noticed. Fixed it up, aired out the laundry room, and his nagging cough cleared right up. He said, "Turns out it wasn't just old age after all." Toxin number 4, heavy metals and water, lead and copper. All right, let's pour ourselves a glass of water. It's the simplest, most essential thing, right? We trust it to be pure and clean. But depending on where you live and the age of your home, your tap water might be carrying hidden passengers, heavy metals like lead and copper. This is particularly important for those of us living in older homes, especially ones built before the mid-1980s. Lead was commonly used in pipes, solder, the stuff that joins pipes together, and even in some fixtures back then. Copper pipes are generally safe, but if your water is acidic, common in some areas, it can corrode the pipes over decades, allowing copper and any lead solder to leach into your water. Why does this matter more for seniors? As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at detoxifying and eliminating heavy metals. These metals can accumulate over time. Lead exposure, even at low levels we might not notice, can contribute to issues like high blood pressure, kidney problems, and cognitive fog. things we might mistakenly chalk up solely to aging. Copper, while essential in tiny amounts, can cause stomach upset and nausea in excess. It's like a slow drip of something unwanted into your system, day after day. The tricky part is, you often can't see, smell, or taste these metals. So what can we do? Know your water. Contact your local water utility. They are required to provide an annual water quality report, sometimes called a Consumer Confidence Report. This will tell you what's known to be in your water at the treatment plant. But remember, it doesn't account for what might happen in the pipes leading to your home. Flush your pipes. If water has been sitting in your pipes for several hours, like first thing in the morning, run the cold water tap for 1 to 2 minutes before using it for drinking or cooking. This flushes out water that's had more time to absorb metals from your plumbing. Catch that water in a bucket to water plants. Use cold water for consumption. Always use cold tap water for drinking, cooking, and making formula if applicable. Hot water is more likely to leach metals from pipes. Consider a filter. A certified water filter pitcher or faucet filter specifically designed to remove lead and copper can provide significant peace of mind and protection. Look for certifications from NSF International or the Water Quality Association, WQA, that specify lead and copper reduction. Martha got herself a simple countertop filter after learning about this, and she says, "It just feels better knowing it's an extra layer of safety for my morning tea." Get your water tested. If concerned if you live in an older home or have specific concerns, you can purchase a home test kit or hire a certified lab to test your tap water for lead and copper. It's an investment in knowing for sure. So there we are. We've uncovered the hidden toxins in the very air we breathe inside our homes and the water we rely on daily. It might feel like a lot: plastics, pesticides, indoor air, water metals. But please, don't feel overwhelmed. Think of it like this. You're simply becoming more aware of your environment, just like you learned to navigate a new neighborhood years ago. Knowledge is power, and every single small step you take is a win for your health and vitality. You're already doing wonderfully by learning about these things. Now, knowing about these toxins is the first crucial step. But what comes next? How do we actively support our amazing bodies in gently processing and releasing these things we might have encountered over the years? That's where we're headed, towards simple, powerful, and natural ways to help your body's own incredible detoxification systems work their best. Because feeling truly vibrant isn't just about avoiding the bad stuff, it's also about nourishing the good. Let's keep moving forward together. You're doing great. Just think how Martha and Arthur are already feeling the difference by making a few changes. Imagine what a few more gentle, supportive habits could do. It's all about showing up for yourself, one step at a time. You know, talking about Martha and Arthur earlier got me thinking. When Martha shared how much better her hands felt after just those few changes, it wasn't magic. It was her amazing body finally getting a chance to catch up. Our bodies are designed with this incredible, built-in cleanup crew: our liver, kidneys, skin, even our lungs. They work tirelessly, day and night, filtering out the stuff we don't need, including those toxins we've been chatting about. But just like any hard-working team, they can get overwhelmed, especially as we get a little wiser in years. The good news? We can give them a helping hand, not with harsh detoxes or expensive potions, but with simple, nourishing habits that feel good. That's what we're focusing on today. Think of it like tending a beloved garden. We've been pulling out the weeds, avoiding those hidden toxins, and now it's time to nourish the soil and water the plants so everything thrives. We're moving beyond just avoiding the bad to actively supporting the good, helping your body do what it naturally wants to do. Keep you feeling vibrant, nourishing your mighty liver, your body's main filter. That liver of yours? It's a superstar. It processes almost everything you eat, drink, breathe, or absorb through your skin. It's like the central processing plant, sorting the good from the bad and packaging the waste for removal. After decades of faithful service, giving it some extra love makes perfect sense. Here's how you can be its best friend. Color is your clue. Focus on deeply colored fruits and vegetables. Think deep greens like spinach and kale, vibrant reds and purples like beets, berries, and red cabbage, bright oranges like carrots and sweet potatoes. These are packed with antioxidants, nature's little warriors that help protect your liver cells from damage caused by processing toxins. Martha started adding a big handful of berries to her morning oatmeal and roasting beets with a drizzle of olive oil. She chuckles. My plate looks like a rainbow now, and I swear my energy is brighter too. The power of cruciferous veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. These aren't just side dishes. They're liver superheroes. They contain special compounds, like sulforaphane, that actually boost your liver's natural detoxification enzymes. Don't like them mushy? Try roasting them with a bit of garlic and herbs until they're caramelized and tender crisp. Delicious and powerful. Stay hydrated. The right way. Remember our chat about water? Clean, filtered water is essential. It helps your liver thin the bile it produces, making it easier to flush toxins out. Sip water steadily throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Herbal teas like dandelion root or milk thistle, traditionally used to support liver health, are great warm options too, especially in the evening. Arthur keeps a large glass jug of filtered water with a few slices of lemon or cucumber in his fridge. Makes it taste fancy, he says, and I drink way more without even thinking about it. Go easy on the heavy lifters. Be kind to your liver by moderating things that make its job harder. Excessive alcohol, sugary drinks, and heavily processed foods full of artificial ingredients. This isn't about deprivation. It's about giving your hard-working liver a bit more breathing room. Helping your kidneys flow, your body's filtration system. Working hand in hand with your liver are your kidneys, the body's sophisticated filtration system. They constantly clean your blood, balancing fluids and electrolytes, and sending waste products packing via your urine. Keeping them happy is key to feeling less sluggish and reducing fluid retention. Here's how to support these vital organs. Hydration is still king and queen. Yes, water is crucial here too. Adequate, steady hydration helps your kidneys flush waste products efficiently. Think of it like keeping a river flowing smoothly, carrying debris away. If the river slows down dehydration, things start to get backed up. Aim for pale yellow urine as a general guide. Mind the salt shaker. A little excess sodium can make your kidneys work overtime to balance your fluids and can contribute to high blood pressure. Focus less on removing salt entirely and more on enhancing flavor with herbs, spices, lemon juice, and vinegar. Read labels. Processed foods, soups, and sauces are often sneaky salt bombs. Cooking more meals at home gives you the control. Potassium power, but check with your doc. Foods rich in potassium, like bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, beans, and avocados, can help counterbalance sodium and support kidney function. However, if you have kidney disease or are on certain medications, like some blood pressure pills, your potassium needs might be different. Always check with your doctor before making significant changes to your potassium intake. It's about balance, tailored just for you. Don't forget the gut, your internal broom. Remember those pesticides and other toxins we talked about avoiding? Well, once your liver processes them, a lot of that waste gets packaged up and sent out through your gut. Keeping things moving smoothly there is essential. That's where fiber comes in. It's like nature's internal broom. Fiber is your friend. Focus on whole foods rich in fiber, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, like oats, brown rice, quinoa, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds. Fiber adds bulk, helps sweep waste through your digestive system, and even feeds the good bacteria in your gut, your microbiome, which plays a huge role in overall health and even mood. Start slowly if you're not used to a lot of fiber, and drink plenty of water to help it do its job comfortably. Fermented foods for the win. Yogurt with live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha. These fermented goodies are packed with probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that keep your gut ecosystem healthy. A healthy gut microbiome helps with digestion, supports your immune system, and may even help your body process and eliminate toxins more effectively. Try adding a small serving of one of these to your day. Gentle movement, keeping the channels open. This one is so simple yet so powerful. Movement isn't about running marathons. It's about keeping your body's internal rivers, your blood and lymph flowing. This circulation helps deliver nutrients to your cells and carries waste products away to be processed and eliminated. Move how you can, when you can. A gentle walk around the block, some light gardening, Arthur's favorite, chair yoga, stretching while watching TV, even deep breathing exercises, it all counts. The goal is to get your body moving regularly throughout the day. Even just standing up and sitting down a few times an hour helps. Deep breaths. Speaking of breathing, taking slow, deep breaths isn't just calming. It helps oxygenate your blood and supports your lymphatic system, which relies on muscle movement and breathing to drain waste. Try this. Sit comfortably. Place a hand on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly rise. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Do this for just 5 breaths whenever you think of it. It's like a mini internal massage. You see, supporting your body's natural detox isn't about drastic measures. It's about consistent, gentle nourishment and movement. It's choosing that colorful salad, sipping that clean water, adding some herbs instead of salt, taking a stroll in the sunshine, and breathing deeply. It's showing up for your incredible, resilient body with small acts of kindness every single day. Martha summed it up beautifully. It's not about adding more chores. It's about choosing things that make me feel good right now. You know, after our last chat about nourishing your liver, kidneys, and gut, Martha called again. There was a lightness in her voice I hadn't heard in ages. It's not just my hands, she said. It's like a fog has lifted. I wake up actually wanting to get out in the garden. And Arthur, he signed us up for that beginner's Tai Chi class in the park. Who are we? She laughed, and it was pure music. That right there, that feeling of rediscovering your spark, your aliveness, that's what this whole journey is about. It's not just dodging toxins, it's reclaiming your vitality. We've covered the sneaky culprits hiding in plastics, on our produce, in our home air, and even our water. We've talked about giving our bodies amazing natural cleanup systems, liver, kidneys, gut, the simple support they crave with colorful food, clean water, and gentle movement. But there's one final, incredibly powerful factor that profoundly influences how we age, often more than we realize. It's not a toxin you can hold in your hand, but it can absolutely poison your well-being and accelerate aging faster than almost anything else. Toxin number 5, the silent accelerator: chronic stress and negativity. Think about it. That constant low-grade worry about finances, health scares, yours or a loved one's, feeling isolated, or even just the relentless stream of bad news on TV. That knot in your stomach, the restless nights, the feeling of being perpetually drained, that's chronic stress. And for us seniors, whose bodies might be less resilient to its constant drumbeat, it's like pouring corrosive acid on our cells day after day. Here's how it works. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol. A little burst now and then is fine. It helps you react quickly. But when cortisol stays high all the time, it's trouble. It wreaks havoc on your brain, contributes to that foggy feeling, makes it harder to concentrate, and can even impact memory. It literally shrinks parts of your brain crucial for clear thinking. Saps your energy. Chronic stress burns through your energy reserves like a furnace, leaving you feeling perpetually exhausted, no matter how much you sleep. Fuels inflammation. Remember how we talked about inflammation quietly aging us? Stress is a major driver. It turns up the dial on inflammation throughout your body, aggravating joints, impacting your heart, and weakening your immune system. Impairs detoxification. Ironically, the very stress hormones flooding your system can slow down your liver's ability to process and eliminate other toxins. It's a double whammy. And negativity? That constant inner critic, dwelling on the past, or assuming the worst. It creates its own kind of toxic environment within you. It keeps the stress response simmering and makes it harder to see the good, feel joy, or muster the energy for positive change. Your powerful antidote: cultivating calm and connection. The fantastic news? While we can't always control the sources of stress, we have immense power over our response to it. Calming your nervous system isn't a luxury. It's essential medicine for slowing aging and boosting vitality. Breathe like it matters, because it does. We touched on deep breathing before, but let's make it a daily anchor. When you feel tension rising, waiting in line, watching the news, facing a worry, pause. Place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly rise. Hold gently for 2. Exhale slowly and completely through your mouth for a count of 6, feeling your belly soften. Repeat just 3 to 5 times. This simple act signals your body, you are safe. Stand down. Do this several times a day. It's Martha's go-to now. My new superpower, she calls it. Find your mini meditations. Meditation doesn't mean sitting cross-legged for an hour. It simply means gently focusing your attention. Try this. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Listen to the sounds around you for 1 minute. The hum of the fridge, birdsong, traffic. No judgment, just noticing. Or focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your nostrils. When your mind wanders at will, gently bring it back, like guiding a puppy. Start with just 2 to 5 minutes a day. Arthur was skeptical, but tried it while his morning coffee brewed. Turns out, he grinned, 2 minutes of just listening to the percolator is surprisingly peaceful. Move to release. Remember how gentle movement helps your detox systems? It's also brilliant for stress. Physical activity literally burns off stress hormones. A brisk walk, some gentle stretching, dancing to an old favorite song in your living room. Find what feels good and get you moving. Focus on the feeling of movement, not the calories burned. Connect deeply. Loneliness is a profound stressor. Make nurturing connections a priority. Call a friend just to chat, not just about problems. Join a club, a book group, a volunteer organization, or that Tai Chi class like Martha and Arthur. Share a meal with someone. Even a warm smile and a chat with your cashier at the store counts. Human connection releases oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, which directly counters cortisol. Practice active gratitude. This is your secret weapon against negativity. Each day, take 2 minutes to consciously notice 3 things you're grateful for. Really feel them. The warmth of the sun on your face. The taste of your tea. The sound of a grandchild's laughter, even over the phone. The fact your body carried you through another day. Write them down if you like. This practice literally rewires your brain to scan for the good, reducing the power of the negative. It shifts your entire inner climate. Bringing it all together, your vibrant future awaits. So, let's take a quiet moment to reflect on the ground we've covered together. We started by uncovering those hidden things that can make us feel older than our years. The sneaky chemicals and plastics and pesticides, the pollutants in our home air, the heavy metals that might lurk in our water. Then, we shifted to powerfully supporting your incredible body, nourishing your liver with colorful foods, helping your kidneys flow with good hydration, sweeping your gut clean with fiber, and keeping everything moving with gentle activity. And finally, we tackled perhaps the most pervasive toxin of all, chronic stress and negativity, by arming you with simple, powerful tools for calm and connection. This isn't about achieving perfection. It's about awareness and small, consistent choices. It's about swapping one plastic container for glass, choosing one item from the dirty dozen to buy organic, opening your window for 10 minutes, running your tap for a minute in the morning, adding a handful of berries to your breakfast, taking 5 deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed, calling one friend this week, noticing one thing you're grateful for today. Every single one of these choices is a vote for your vitality, a vote for feeling more like you, the vibrant, capable, experienced person you truly are. Martha didn't change everything overnight. Arthur still enjoys his occasional treat, but by making a few key swaps and adding a few supportive habits, they've both found a renewed sense of energy and optimism. And you absolutely can too. Remember, your body is incredibly resilient and wants to heal, to thrive. By reducing the toxic load and adding in these nourishing, calming practices, you're giving it the environment it needs to do just that. Slowing down aging isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing the fullness of life right now with more energy, clarity, and joy. I'd love to hear from you. What one small change resonated most? Have you already tried something and noticed a difference? What are your tips for staying vibrant? Share your thoughts, your experiences, your wisdom in the comments below. We can all learn so much from each other. If this conversation has helped you see your health and your home in a new light, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others find this important information. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to share more practical, uplifting ways to help you live your best, healthiest, most vibrant life after 60, 70, 80, and beyond. Because you deserve to feel good. You deserve energy. You deserve to wake up excited about the day. It's not about adding years to your life, but truly adding life to your years. Here's to your health, your vitality, and your beautiful, unfolding journey. You've got this.